I'm Lehana, Guyette, and I did my project on how to get rid of your payee from your Social Security benefits.
So should I just go ahead and show everybody the video?
Yes, please.
Okay, this video is 7.5 minutes long. Okay, and here we go.
Hi, everybody. I am Max Barrows. I live here in Vermont. I work for Green Mountain Self Advocates. Our mission is for people to take control of their lives. It's okay to have support, but we need to have the final say and be supported to try new things, make mistakes along the way, and go after our dreams. Today, I am here with Lehana, and she has a story to tell. So what is your story, Lehana?
Hi, today's story is about getting rid of my payee.
What is a payee?
A payee is a person or organization who gets you monthly Social Security or SSI check. They are responsible to pay your bills and help you buy things.
Lehana, tell us what happened.
Picture this, I was 19 years old and a local mental health agency was my payee. I had a conflict with the agency and they stopped providing me with the services. That also meant they were no longer my payee. They were not taking care of my money.
What did you do?
I still needed help with my money. I didn't think I was responsible enough. Gabby was a special educator in the high school. I trusted her. We decided to ask Social Security to make her my payee. I don't remember exactly how it all happened, as I remember Gabby applied to Social Security.
Now you have a new payee. How did that go?
In the beginning, it was helpful to have a payee. Then the problem started. My payee was really busy and sometimes she forgot to pay my bills on time. But the accounts were in my name, so it became my problem. For an example, she didn't pay my cable bill. I didn't know until I got a disconnect notice in the mail. That was a hassle to take care of more than once.
That must have been tough.
Yes, it reflects badly on me and my ability to pay my bills on time. Then we started arguing about money. I had enough to pay the bills, but I didn't have enough for extras. I would want to do something like go to self-advocacy and choices conference. And she would say, you don't have money for that. I would get angry. I would begin to think how I could learn to make decisions about my money if someone else is my payee. How am I going to learn about spending my money if I don't manage it myself? Having to ask for my money made me feel angry. I felt like people thought I wasn't trustworthy. Gabby was treating me like a child. I found out I could be my own payee. When I said I wanted to be my own payee, Gabby thought I couldn't make it on my own. I wanted to prove her wrong.
Tell us how you did it.
Here are 10 steps I went through to become my payee. 1, I talked to my counselor. He was willing to write a letter saying that I was responsible enough to take care of my own money. Social Security calls a letter from a counselor or doctor evidence. 2, I have a bank account in town, and this bank has an app for online banking. So I set that up. 3, the internet company sends me a bill in the mail. I have an Xfinity app on my phone. I go into my account. I put in my bank account number and pay my bill. 4, the same for my cell phone bill. 5, I do not like automatic payment plans. I do not trust them. I do not want people having my credit card info in case things get hacked. 6, I check my bank account every day to make sure my payment's clear and I'm not in the negative. 7, The way it works is I get $800 a month from Social Security, and then immediately pay my bills. Rent comes out first, which I pay in cash, and then I pay my other bills. Whatever I have left is what I live on for the rest of the month. It's usually around $300. Luckily, I get food stamps to cover groceries. Once I was all set to start paying my bills, I took the letter from my counselor to the Social Security office and met with them. You have to go in person. My payee was removed. I was on my own.
Quite a process. Tell me, how's it going?
I've been doing okay on my own. If I get into money trouble, I have a person who helps me out.
What have you learned from this experience?
Now that I'm managing my own money, I realize that all my money goes to bills. I realized Gabby was right. It wasn't that she was being mean. There was no money to give me. $800 a month does not go very far when you have bills to pay. It's not rocket science. You have to budget. I either need to get more money or fewer bills. For example, I decided to cut cable. There are other things in life that I want to spend money on, like going out to eat with my boyfriend. And they're actually government funding for internet, so I'm getting internet essentials for $10 a month. I also have been appointed to several committees. I go to meetings representing people with disabilities. Some of them give out per diems or stipends that help pay for my expenses. I feel better about myself. I feel trustworthy. I'm still broke, but I do feel better about myself. The next problem with Social Security is I can't get married because of the marriage penalty. I could lose 25% of my Social Security benefits.
Thanks, Lehana, and I am looking forward to learning more about the marriage penalty.
That would be another day. Thanks.
Thanks for taking the time to share your personal experience moving forward to get rid of your payee. For more information, click on the links with this video. Green Mountain Self-Advocates has lots of resources created by self-advocates about living life in our own way. And that means always having the last word on decisions made about our lives. Thank you.